Hello and welcome back to part 2 of the website creation project for the Tiki Bar that we started in the video before. Today I want to show you how I did the second section, the cocktail section, where I created a slider, had the cocktails lined up and basically have a button under each cocktail, and under the click of the button the cocktail will have a nice animation movement and will reveal the ingredients that the cocktail has. So for this, let's jump right back into Wix Studio where we left off before, and I'm going to show you how I did the section. Okay, so I'm back in Wix Studio, as you can see. Right now we have the first section, the hero section. So now let's add a new section here, and let's start off by giving it an advanced sizing. Let's set it to 60 viewport height. It's already quite fitting. And let's give this a background, a dark background, but fitting the vibe of a tropical jungle theme. So let's search for jungle leaves overlay. So in the middle I want the image to have a little bit of space to actually showcase the cocktails properly. And I think I found one already, which is this one, which looks quite nice. It's dark. Here we have some space to actually showcase what we need. And let's give this first of all some padding down here. Let's say 4%, and let's click here to actually apply it to all sides. So now we have some 4% of padding here. I want to continue with a heading, which will be heading 2. So H2, we also have the HTML tag H2 here, which is fitting. I'm gonna send it up and to the middle of the screen. So it's in the center, but up. So I'm gonna name it our signature cocktails. I'm actually gonna make it a one-liner, and I'm gonna send it to the middle again. Okay, I wrote this wrong. Signature cocktails. Okay, I'm gonna change the color to make it pop a bit more. So let's use an off-white and another kind of font, I would say. Yeah, maybe something like this. I'm gonna send the text in the middle of its box. Perfect. So then let's continue with the slider, with the actual elements that will showcase the cocktails. For that we will add some layout tools, and we're going to use flex boxes down here below to actually showcase our cocktails. So let's add them, and let's actually bring this up so that the padding is still good, and let's make it 100% of width so the whole screen is filled. And let's change the type to slides. Yeah, from left to right, that's good. I'm gonna not show the scroll bar because I don't think it looks nice. Let's actually bring this down, and I kind of want to showcase 3 cocktails per slide, so I'm gonna say 3 elements per slide. Okay, then it's time, first of all, get the background to 0% opacity, so the background is still visible. Also for these ones, let's reduce the opacity. And then I'm gonna start with the first cocktail, which is basically gonna be adding a container first. That's gonna be our button. I'm gonna add it in here, send it to the middle, and I'm gonna send it down and make it a bit smaller actually. Maybe something like this. I'm gonna put the corners to a 20 pixel radius, so they're a bit, yeah, rounded out. Okay then, let's add another container where we're gonna place our images inside. Gonna add it in here. Let's adjust it to fit the flex box. And up here. Next thing I want to do is stack these. Stack them. Okay, now it's time to add the first cocktail. Therefore we go to media and let's select the cocktail that we prepared here, the tiki drink. For now it's a bit too big, so what we're actually gonna do is make it smaller like this. And then I'm gonna place it in the container. Just like that. So we're gonna make it a bit smaller. Send it to the middle. Yeah, perfect. Okay. This container I also want to put the opacity to 0% so that we can still see the background. And now it's time to add the splash for the drink. It's gonna give us a nice reveal effect when we click the button, or let's say the container at the bottom. Gonna add it into this container, make it smaller, place it on the cocktail. Yeah, like this, but we want the splash to be behind the cocktail, so I'm gonna drag the image below the cocktail image, so now it's placed behind it. The container we also can give another color. The button, I'm gonna give it a violet so it matches the color of the image of the cocktail. Then what also I want to add is a text that will be placed on the button, so we can write the name of the cocktail or whatever. Let's adjust it to fit the size, and let's call it blueberry, or let's make it all big letters, blueberry flower. Perfect. Send it to the middle and also to the center of the button, like that. That's perfect. And maybe we can make it white right now, so that it pops off a bit more. Okay, so now let's select the container to do the animations. So we go here to animations and effects. We're going to use the click animation, add an animation. The animated element, we're not going to select the container itself, but we're going to select the image we want to animate, so the cocktail. And then we're going to make a custom animation like this. And what we want to do is rotate the image by 30 degrees to the right and actually scale it up a little bit, 110, 110%, finished. Then we're going to select the container again and add a second animation. We're going to choose this image, the splash in the back, and I want to rotate this by minus 30 degrees, so it rotates to the left actually. And we want to make the background image a little bit bigger, so I'm going to scale it up to 120% and move the image to the left by minus 20 pixels. Okay, looks good for now, so let's try it out, how it looks. We click the button and yeah, it looks good. Nice, I like it. Let me see. I'm not happy with the background image. Why this didn't work out. Okay, now it should be fine. Now it should be good. Yeah, like that. Okay, nice. So let's add the second cocktail. Therefore I'm gonna select the stack that we had here and just copy it or duplicate it. So we can just drag and drop it into the next flexbox element, just like this. So now it fits in perfectly since they're both the same size. And so now let me change the image of this drink to the next one. Let's also make sure that we set back the image so it has its own proportions for better image quality. I think it's actually quite nice already. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, just like that, and send it again to the middle. Yeah, perfect. What I also want to do now is select the background image and also change it to a more fitting splash. Here, passion fruit and hibiscus flower. Yeah, that looks cool. Then we're also gonna change the button and the text. Let's call this cocktail I'm so passionate. Very creative name. And also let's change the container, the color of the container, to a nice yellowish passion fruit color. Something like this. Maybe we have to adjust the animation actually, so let's see. Yeah, so what we see now, the passion fruit is not really showing when we have the animation turned on. So what I want to do next is move the splash in the background a little bit to the left in order, yeah, for it to be more present to see actually the ingredients. So let's check it. Yeah, it's this animation right here. As you can see in the image, it's the splash. Let's work on that. Let's move it minus 40 pixels, so 40 pixels to the left. Let's see if that works. Now let's check how it looks like all together. Okay, yeah, it looks cool. Okay then. So what I want to do next is actually select the flexbox to add a navigation. We're gonna use some arrows, but since they're not really visible, let's just change the color of these to some kind of off-white. Also this side, off-white. And now let me add the rest of the cocktails and then we'll see each other at the finished product. Now, so I've actually finished the section for now. Added 2 more cocktails. So now let's see how it looks like. Actually, I added also some animations, which I'm gonna show you in a bit. So now right here, we have the arrow to change the cocktail, and here we can see we also have a Mai Tai now and a spicy mango. And once we click the button again, it's gonna go back. You can also click this button so it goes to the left again. So yeah, that's the finished product. Now I can show you what I did to actually animate. I selected the element itself, and then I added an entrance. For this one I added a glide. You can see the settings. 1.6 seconds, ease in out cubic. It's gonna look like this. And for this one I did a float with a little bit of delay, so they all come in at different times, and coming in from below, so it looks like this. And yeah, you can play around with this in the end. Just make it look smooth with some little glides, nothing too fast to not disturb the viewer, the visitor of your website. So yeah, that's it. And if you want to work on the element on the right that's not seen right now, then what you're gonna do is select this element, the element that's outside of the screen, and just use this left button to make it appear inside of the working area. Then when you're done editing everything, you can send them back to the right side. Yeah, so that's it for now. I hope you like the website, and yeah. Okay, that's it for part 2, and actually for the whole website build of Tikuna. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something and you can add it to your own projects. If you actually have a project for your own company and you're looking for some help, you can actually contact me. I'm open for new projects at the moment. So if you need someone to help you with that, reach out to me either on Instagram at junglebyrd_official. You can also check out my website for more information, junglebyrd.net. You can also write me an email at info@junglebyrd.net. That's it. If you liked the video, give it a like. That would help me out a lot. Appreciate it. And also, if you want to see more of websites built like this, Wix tutorials or other tutorials, then feel free to subscribe. It means a lot to me as well. Yeah, see you in the next video. And until then, have a good one. Bye bye.